네, 저는 티모시 샬라메 배우와 감독 님께 질문드리겠는데요. 아까 방금 그 전투씬을 말씀하셨는데 그 액션을 얼마나 연습하셨는지 궁금하고 검투하는 장면이 좀 어떠셨는지 궁금하고요. 감독님께는 지금 여기 오시진 않았지만 로버트 패틴슨 씨 연기가 굉장히 인상적이었거든요. 그래서 근데 프랑스 왕자인데 이제 영어를 구사하면 프랑스 배우를 뽑지 않으신 이유가 특별히 있는지 궁금하고요. 아니면 로버트 패틴슨만의 뭔가 매력이 있기 때문에 캐스팅하신 건지 궁금해요.
So for the fight sequences, there's two main fights that Hal partakes in the movie. One is a duel with Hotspur, and the other is the war. No, I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but there's also the Battle of Agincourt. And the truth is, we had rehearsed for both battles different sequences that maybe I rehearsed for about 3 weeks. And when we presented these scenes to David, it's not what he wanted for the movie. I don't want to speak for David, but it was something that was too choreographed, maybe too Jedi, too lightsabery, and he wanted it to be more messy in the mud. Again, perhaps in a big studio version of this film, it's about the action, the muscles, and the swords, and this was more about the mess in the mud. For the real Battle of Agincourt, more people died from drowning in the mud and from the human crush than they did from swords or blunt trauma. And so we rearranged those fights, and on the day, there was a general choreography, but because he did want it to be messy, it was a little bit all over the place too, and a little bit just whatever happened, and the tape, whatever happened when it was filming, is what would be in the movie.
Like as with Timmy, I cast Rob in the movie because he's really good. I worked with Rob on my second movie, The Rover. I loved working with him. I love the boldness of the decisions that he makes, both in the roles that he takes and in creating the characters that he plays. And I knew that this character needed to be fun. It needed to be wild. And I had a very strong feeling that that Rob would have fun and make bold decisions and make the character larger than life. And I didn't cast it, I didn't really think about whether or not. I am very firmly of the belief that when done sensitively, when political considerations are taken into account, that the joy of being an actor is becoming somebody that you are not. And so I love the fact that this movie has an Englishman playing a Frenchman. It has an Australian playing an Englishman. It has a kid from New York playing Henry V. I love that, and I hope that actors love that too. You get to transform, and I think that's probably what is most enjoyable about acting.
예, 저희가 이제 시간 관계상 거의 맞춰야 될 건데, 지금 죄송한데 저 하나만 더. 제가 얘기를 들었는데 조엘 에저튼 씨가 지금 살인의 추억 봉준호 감독님 큰 팬이라고 하시고요. 얼마 전 그 사건 해결된 것까지도 지금 알고 계시죠.
So excellent. I'm a big fan of movies that end on, ambiguity. And when song looks into the camera, it can be taken many different ways. But the fact that he will live forever not knowing is one of the great endings of a movie ever. I rewatched the movie. This is really bizarre. Yesterday I was watching The Host on the plane because I saw it when it first came out. in 2003. 2 weeks ago, because I'm making a movie about a true crime story in Australia next year, I was watching Memories of Murder, and I rewatched the movie 2 weeks ago. It was the night before the news broke that their DNA testing had matched the murderer to 3 crimes, and now I believe that he's admitted to the remaining 14, or the remaining 11. Yes, I do know, and it's kind of extraordinary, but it doesn't change how incredible the ambiguity of the end of that movie is. And of course, you know, I think most of us, or some of us, have seen Parasite, and he just keeps upping the game for everybody. Parasite is my favourite movie this year, apart from The King.
예, 여러분 이제 시간 관계상 저희 이제 그 질문 Q&A는 이 정도로 마치기로 하고요. 죄송합니다. 지금 여기 게스트분들 잠깐 옷 정리하고 메이크업 때문에 한 3분 정도 걸린다고 하거든요. 그리고 바로 포토타임 저희 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 기자회견 많이 와주셔서 다시 한번 감사드리겠습니다. 고맙습니다.